This is the Antique Auto Club Garage Tour. This is Steve Quick Car Collection.
flagship tells the story of World War II vets, what they grew up in, where they grew up at, what they came back during the war, after the war. So we start off with the 1926 Tin Lizzie. That car was predominantly one of the biggest selling cars, and their parents would have bought that car when they were youngsters. And then it goes to a 29 Model A. There's one car I don't have here, and it's the 36 Plymouth. It has the suicide doors. Most people call it the Al Capone car. It cost about, I have the original invoice, it's $725. It was affordable at the time. Then from 1936, I have a 1941 Buick. That's what I've showed quite a bit this year. Most of my vehicles are in museums. They donated the 41 Buick, and we have a 42 Willys 14. They're very hard to find. Most of them got shot up. The government left them in Europe or Japan. I bought this one as a crate and restored it. And then from the 42, they came back after the war, and there was no automobiles being made. So this is a 46 Chevrolet, and it's titled that way, but it actually is a 41 Chevrolet with a different grille. And that's how GM decided to, because you had 3.5 million servicemen coming every month back in the United States, and they were three things: homes, automobiles, and big things. He gets your this is a family car, but it also, anything they can sell, they sold. This is a business too. From there, this is kind of the linchpin was 1949 Packard. This car here was very expensive. For instance, this car didn't cost very much, so that guy could afford it. This car was big bucks. It cost $3,290. And wow, that was a lot of money. The story behind the Packard, I'll give you a quick story. So I found this car, and a friend of mine was flying through a little town in Southern California in the desert. He said, "Steve, I see a Packard and a chicken." My antennas rise up. I go, "Oh my!" So I start getting on the road. I call all my buddies within 100 miles and said, "Let's go find out about this Packard." And in turn, what ended up happening was I met a 93-year-old lady that was a widow in a nursing home. And she said, "I've had an opportunity to sell the car many times, but I would like to tell the story, and I will sell it to you." And I said, "I'll listen." So I had a tape recorder, and I wrote down the story. She and her husband met in college at UCLA, graduated in 1943, and they were both school teachers. And then in turn, a week later, they got married at 22 and 23 years old. And then after that, he was called to the Marine Corps officer training camp and was shipped to the Southeast Pacific. On the last time before he landed on Guadalcanal, he had survived 4 island hopping campaigns. He wrote back to his wife and said, "Honey, if I ever survive this war, I want to buy a Packard." He was living for that car that he never could afford. So he came back from the war. He was not injured. They in turn settled down in a little town called Apple City, California. And they walked into the Packard dealership in 1949. They had saved $700 and said, "We want to buy this kind of car in this order." And the Packard dealer said, "Well, we can do that, but you can only finance it over 5 years, but since you were a vet, I'll finance it personally for 7. So the Packard dealer ended up said he paid it off in 7 years. The gentleman that bought the car and his wife, he died in '73 of a massive heart attack and had no children. She parked it, and I ended up restoring it about 6 years ago. So there's the story.